Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully you find the informational part helpful, but pretty much we just talk about what's going on in the world and stuff like that, nothing biggie. But I just gotta say it's a beautiful day. I'm sorry, I'm kind of distracted by the sun, because yesterday it was just snowing, and we in the Midwest, so the weather be kind of crazy. But I'm about to get my butt into work and see what kind of videos, we can watch. Let's see what's going on in the world, because you know what we do over here at CSL TV. So I hope y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. You already know. Let's get it.
This story is tragic. This is 22-year-old Laken Hope Riley, a nursing student in Athens, Georgia. She was an honor roll student and beloved by all, but last week, her life took a horrifying turn. On Thursday, Laken's friends notified police when the junior didn't come back after a run. Cops ended up finding Laken's lifeless body next to a pond, dead from blunt force trauma. The next day, cops arrested this man, 26-year-old Jose Antonio Ibarra, and charged him with Laken's murder. They say they tied him to the scene of the crime using security camera footage. But here's the thing, Ibarra is apparently a refugee from Venezuela, and now Republicans are going nuts. The New York Times reports Ibarra came to the U.S. illegally in 2022 and was arrested by the Border Patrol, only to be released with temporary permission to stay because the border was overwhelmed. Fox News and the GOP are using Laken's murder to call for a complete shutdown of the border and their continuing campaign to make Americans terrified of migrants. Only research proves migrants and refugees are actually more law-abiding than citizens, and the U.S. Justice Department says undocumented immigrants are the most law-abiding of all, which makes sense considering any f***up could see them immediately deported. Critics, though, see this for what it is, a xenophobic fear campaign intended to drive attention away from issues that actually affect people.
And my condolences goes out to her family. Just for the simple fact, that's crazy. You can't go for a jog and you got to be careful. And it don't matter if he's an immigrant or not, from this country or another country. People do stupid stuff all day, every day. It's people that's from this country that do stupid stuff all day, every day. You just got a lot of nonsense, a lot of stupid stuff that goes on. So just because he was from another country does not mean anything. But what I do think is until we can get our own country under control, maybe we shouldn't be letting everybody in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Just because we ain't got our stuff together. Once we can control our own stuff, they're being helping and caring. I think that's something that, we need to start focusing on as a country. It's nice to help because I love helping. But at the same time, when you have to get yourself together, get everything intact, that's just what you have to do. And, it ain't no this person thing, immigration, this country, that country. That's just how it is. I mean, if you really think about it, as you grow older, you learn and you do all this other stuff.
This story is horrifying, and we have to warn you, the details may be upsetting. This is 26-year-old Jesse Baird, a former TV presenter and red carpet reporter, and his new partner, 29-year-old Luke Davies, a flight attendant. They were active in the gay community, but went missing one night last week. Shortly after that, bloody items of theirs turned up in a dumpster. For days, police searched but couldn't find the two men. They were presumed dead after police discovered a ton of blood and other evidence at Jesse's house. That evidence tied this guy to the murder. 28-year-old Beau Lamar, a police officer who reportedly had a friends with benefits situation with Jesse, although Jesse ultimately didn't want to pursue a relationship with him. And this guy wasn't just any officer, he got viral in 2020 for tasering a suspect in the face multiple times during an arrest. He had also rubbed shoulders with celebs like Miley Cyrus and Kim Kardashian during his days as a blogger before joining the force. At the crime scene, police found a bullet from Lamar's department-issued gun. That gun was later found back at the police station. After that discovery, Lamar was charged with 2 counts of murder but refused to cooperate with police. Investigators say the double murder follows a months-long campaign of predatory behavior by the officer against Jesse. It wasn't until days later that he ultimately told cops where to find the bodies, stuffed in 2 surf bags and covered in debris. This all went down in Australia, where it's been gripping the country for the past week. It even prompted organizers of Sydney's Pride Parade, which is going on now, to ask the police not march in the parade.
Man, that's crazy. My condolences goes out to his family. Just because domestic violence, y'all, it comes in all shapes and forms. And you know, most of the time we see men attacking women. But again, this type of shit can happen to anybody. So if you out there thinking you involved with somebody that's crazy or got one of them type of relationships with somebody, and this one is really tough because it happened to be a police officer involved. So just try to get as much help as you can. I mean, I know you can't go to a different state or country because your life is pretty much where you depend on having your life at. But it's always help. My condolences goes out to the family.